Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I have another guitar for sale because, like I told you guys, when I get something coming in, something has to go. I got an acoustic drum set coming in. Actually, tomorrow. Yeah. And I'm going to be taking lessons from a drummer because my drumming style is, I just picked up sticks, just started playing. But I said, you know what? I got a little time now. I'm going to commit to maybe 6 months of studying on drums because I love playing drums and it's good exercise. Since I'm no longer a young buck and can go out there and spend 4 hours on the dance floor, you know. So got to get my form of exercise in where I can, where it's enjoyable. You know, I do walks and I lift weights, but ain't nothing like combining a workout with something you enjoy doing. So for the next 6 months, I'm going to commit to taking formal lessons. So I just don't have enough space because I still have my electronic kit that I built here. So I got to part with some stuff that I won't be using on a very relatively often basis. And like I told you, I hate to get rid of anything that I have because everything that I have, I like, you know. I just got another drum machine yesterday too. I haven't even had time to get it out the box, you know. But this is actually a custom-made Fender Jazz style bass. What attracted me to this from the beginning was the color. I love unusual colors. It's still a black, red, white, and gray or sunburst, you know. I've always had a fondness, and actually my favorite color is powder blue, and this is what's called, I guess, it's kind of hard to give this an, I would say, turquoise, because it's not dolphin blue. It's kind of like a turquoise. It's a very unique color. I've been playing this bass all last night, and as you can see, I'll leave a link down here so you can check out the sound of the bass. I got a glove on. That's because my fingers are sore from playing this thing all night long. That's just how good it feels. I played this thing all night long, and my fingers are hurting. You know, already dealing with diabetes and sensitive, tingling fingers anyway. So playing this all night long was not in my best judgment, but it felt so good to play. And one reason is it's very rare that I play a bass with flat round strings. Yeah, this is flat. This is not round wound. This is flat. It feels good to play. And it looks good because you don't see those coils on the string. It's just smooth like an upright bass. Professionally set up, because one thing about bass, it's hard to get a good bass guitar with good action. You know, usually the action is pretty high, or if it's just okay, it's going to get higher. You know, you constantly have to, you know, check the action on it, because I think, and I'm no guitar tech guy, but I think what it has to do with the length of the neck, because with electric guitars, it's not as bad, but I notice on bass guitars, you know, you get your bass and the strings are pretty high, you know. But this one's pretty decent. It's professionally set up. If the neck feels good, I mean, everything feels great on this guitar, and it has a really nice, unique tone. And it has custom pickups now. I don't know what kind of pickups they are, but I know that they're not the standard or stock Fender or Squier, and they do sound different because I have a precision bass, I have a jazz bass, and I have what's called what is that? It's one big pickup. Kind of looks like I forgot the name of the brand of that guitar, Stingray. All three of these basses sound different. No bass in my collection sounds the same, and this is no exception. This has its own unique tone. And I'll leave a link down here so you guys can check it out. What's cool about the pickup is, and I'll stick it up to the camera in a minute, there's like this treble, or should I say signature clef on here, and it looks like from initially looking, it looked like it's just a sticker somebody slapped on. No, it's actually engraved into the pick guard. It's really cool. So I'll stick it up to the camera. There is no dents or scratches on this neither, except for me just a little dent right there, a little indentation. But other than that, it's beautiful. So I'll stick it up to the camera, let you guys see it. And let me just first give you the price, because like this dude been rambling, he ain't told me how much. That's the most important thing. $175 plus $60 shipping and handling. And it's worth it, trust me. This thing feels good. It sounds good. So let me stick it up to the camera. So there you go. Custom turquoise bass jazz Fender bass style guitar. Link down there. Check out the tune that I did on this song, on this guitar. $175 plus $60 shipping and handling. Once I receive payment, your guitar will go out the very next day with priority shipping, signature required. And let me just make sure I say this, because every blue moon I run into this. Make sure the address you send in your PayPal is an address that the post office recognize. I've had 2 incidents where someone sent me an address and the post office didn't know where to send it because like it's not in our system. And I'm like, I'm imagining you've had stuff shipped to you before. Or maybe you just moved in somewhere. But anyway, just make sure that in your PayPal you have the confirmed address. So when I get to the post office, they won't tell me, oh, we don't have that in the system. So therefore we can't ship it. We send it out and hope that it gets where it's supposed to. We want to avoid that. So once you submit your PayPal, once you say, hey, Morris, man, I want this, because right across the header there, if it doesn't say sold, it's still available. Whenever you see sold, it's a done deal. So once you submit your payment, I ship it out to you. Like I said, you get in like 4 days priority shipping with tracking. You get tracking so you know when it's going to get to you. Signature required, so somebody got to sign for it. So again, this is $175. If I don't get, I guess, a sale on this within 3 days, I'm just going to keep this one. There are some guitars that are, I guess, are exceptions to the rules, because the majority of the guitars that I sell, when I sell them, I sell them. If I don't sell this in 3 days, I'm actually going to keep this one because it's unique. It's custom built. It's one of a kind. It feels good. It sounds good. It's, again, very hard to find a bass showing up at your doorstep that's ready to play. Normally you got to kind of adjust the strings, or they just kind of high, and you got to deal with them being kind of high. It's like, oh, well. But these have round, or actually flat wounds on them. I will also throw in the round wounds because I do have a set. So if you don't like these for some reason, I'm sure you will, but I'll give you that set anyway because I don't need it. So, you have a choice. But again, there's nothing wrong with this guitar. Right out the box, you can start playing. The neck feels smooth. There's no fret issues, no buzzing, no nothing. Like I said, the setup on this thing is better than the setup on two out of 3 guitars, bass guitars I have. And it's not that the other one is just better. It's just that the other one feels different to play, because it has a regular standard bass neck. This one has that Fender jazz bass neck on it because it's standing up here and didn't get wide. I love these kind of necks because I'm going to say this and sign off because I don't want to ramble. When I was first starting to play bass, I hear these guys and they just going. I'm like, man, I hope my fingers get this fast. And what I realized now that I didn't know then, it was a combination of they getting, of course, better, but also the neck that they were playing allows them to play faster. Because when I got introduced to the jazz bass, because for years I was playing nothing but Precision, I was playing Ricks, I was playing other ones. I only had played a jazz bass once during that period, and that was for a brief time before my bass player took his bass back from me. But once I got me a jazz bass, I was like, now I know why those guys can play real fast, because the neck is smaller. I'm like, because I can play faster now. I'm like, that's because the neck is smaller. I said, didn't know that. Now I know. And this is a Fender jazz bass style neck. It's small up here, and then it kind of regular out as you go throughout there. But again, $175, $60 shipping and handling. PayPal is right down there. Once you say, hey, Morris, man, I want this, and you send the money, I'll put sold across here, so it's a done deal. Then your guitar goes out the very next business day, or United States Postal, tracking, and signature required. Till next time, take care. Thanks for watching. Like I said, if I don't get a grab on this within 4 days, I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I'm going to actually keep this one because I like it. This thing is beautiful, and the neck is just great. Take care.